To know the things you can do in information studies, I would want to talk briefly about the course, not in detail, but the description of the course. You hear me mention information studies a lot, and sometimes I do mention information science. So the science and the studies are used interchangeably. So information studies or information science is the same thing. And the other names that are being used to refer to the same course, it's the other names that are being used to refer to information studies or information sciences, library studies, library and archival studies. So realize that most of the schools abroad, not in Ghana, do library and information studies, or library and information science, or library and archival science, or library information and library science. So they use library information studies or science interchangeably. And then here at University of Ghana, the information studies course is made up of library, archives, and IT, and then management. So these are parts of sections of information studies, like things that falls under information studies in University of Ghana from what I studied. Okay, so there has been a lot of questions from my students concerning what they want to do. They would like the benefits of studying information studies. They'll be like, why do you want us to pursue information studies further? Because trust me, if you happen to be in my class for the first time and you are in level 100, I am definitely going to talk about you not dropping information studies. I am going to do my best to let you appreciate the course, because that was what happened to me way back in level 100. My lecturer made me appreciate the course. I know most of you who had information studies didn't know what it was about, and your first class should mean something to you. Perhaps that's what I think. So if you happen to be in my class for the first time, definitely I'm going to make you love the course, and you will not think of dropping it. So when the questions come in, why we should not drop information studies, they are not asking because of the grades they want to make. They ask the questions mainly because of the things they can do. I mean, the career prospects in information studies. And this is my answer I usually give to them. You need not to drop information studies because it will take you everywhere. Right. That is what I tell them actually. Information studies will take you everywhere. And that will lead us to the content of our video today: career prospects in information studies. If you have a background in information studies, these are some few things you can do. I'm just mentioning few, and then we'll talk about them, not in details, but then we'll talk about the other things you can do. A summary of the other things you can do. So you can work at the hospital with an information studies background. You can work at the bank with information studies background. You can work at a library. You can work at the archival center. You can work at any institution in Ghana. You can run your own business. Most importantly, you can run your own business. You can manage your parents' business, and you can manage your business so well. So you see, all these places I mentioned, I picked these ones out because there seems to be career paths with specific academic background required. So may talk of the bank, you would need a background in business, banking, accounting, and all those things. Talk of hospital, you would need a science background with specifically nursing, medicine, and all the other applied science background. But then I mentioned these places as places that you could work as an information studies student or as a background, a degree holder in information studies. And that is because at all these places that I mentioned, they manage information. They have information they deal with every day. So if they are dealing with information every day, it means they are going to need someone to manage the information that they deal with. Let's pick a hospital. When you go to a hospital, your records are taken. They take some details, your personal details, information, and then they use it to create a folder for you. If that information is not managed well, you realize that the information of patient A is being mixed with the information of patient B. But they're able to do this because of the information science discipline. So if you have that knowledge from information science, you'll be able to manage these records that come in and out, or the information that has been dealt with at the hospitals every day. So you see how important the course is. The moment you miss a patient's information, we know the consequences. Like, a lot can happen, and the negative ones, the worst thing can happen. So if you have a background in information studies, you definitely can work at the hospital, and not just at the hospital, places that are academic background or academic restricted in the sense that they need specific knowledge in specific field in order for you to work there. Then information studies prepare you such that whatever the information is, you have skills to manage them. So that is why I tell them information studies will take you everywhere. So you don't have a medicine certificate, but you're working at the hospital, not as a doctor, but as an information professional. So be so proud of yourself if you happen to have the opportunity to study information studies or information science, because guys, it's a whole lot of skills in there. So just do take it serious and make sure that you do not drop it, because there are lots of career prospects. I know people with diploma in librarian studies or librarianship, diploma in archival studies, diploma in IT, diploma in information studies, and degree in information studies and all that. All forms part of the information studies field or information science field or discipline. So if you happen to have academic background in any of these, then you're so lucky, because there is a lot you can do. You can go to so many places, and that is because of the academic background you have. Okay, if you want to search further, you can type career prospects in information studies, in information science, in library and information studies. Any of these would give you the results. It will be, I would advise you use information studies or information science, because that has a broader coverage than library studies. So guys, this is the end of the video, and I would want to encourage you to deal with the information you get very well. You need to deal with them very well, because a well-managed information is a well-managed life. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for watching.